Hello and welcome back to Origin and the best stage music in the game. This time we will be tackling the second half of the Demonic Core, which is basically a straight dungeon bash. Not a whole lot of things to pick up or really explore and get diverted from. We just need to fight our way through some of the nastiest enemies in the whole of the game. See, like these gravity/poison generators, these flying dudes, which you might remember from the Blighted Blood, and even more to come, along with more status ailments to come. Fire does not really work well on much in here, but wind magic nails pretty much every kind of enemy in this area except for one, which I will be noting through my repeated use of charged bolt crashes, most likely. And I should also remember that I can double jump. It can be a bit difficult to remember because not many E-schemes have jumping as a kind of general feature in the first place. There still are a couple of things we need to grab from here, though. One of which falls into the really need. And might as well just use the burst while I can. Don't hurt me none. About hurting them. Man, the increased item drops thing is really paying off here. The getting shot percentage, however, remains high. Well, not even double jump can cure that problem. Yeah, something I may want to note is that I did actually play the original Japanese version of Ys Origin, and my first time through I got completely stuck on Zava. But as soon as I got to her in the English version of the game, it was like, why did I ever have a problem with Zava? I beat her first try there. But the previous video showed how things could go south. In a very big hurry. Okay, destroying all those red enemies knocks open this chest right here as soon as I clear out the monsters around it, of course. Slippery. Okay, the silver leggings. The last piece of leg gear. And like the Amalus armor in Ark of Nepishtim, it has a chance of reducing the damage of an incoming attack that hits you to 0. Of course, the only Nepishta mentioned game that doesn't have a piece of equipment like that is the one where you need it the most, that is to say, Othin Felgana. So that flowery, spiky thing just hit us with Curse. Thankfully, we've bought all the things that mitigate status duration, so we're fine now. Relatively speaking. They can inflict a great many status ailments on you, such as Heavy, which was not in Othin Felgana, but was in Ark of Nepishtim, and it reduces your speed and jump height and anything that makes you mobile, which makes you a sitting duck for pretty much absolutely anything ever. That didn't do much. There are a couple of switches like this you have to hit in this room. Woohoo! Level get. Yeah, isn't it great having a game be exceedingly clear whenever you actually gain a level? I thought so. Okay. That knight over there, that's the thing we need to use Bolt Crash against. They are the single nastiest enemy in the game because they can not only block, they jump around a whole lot and can hit really hard. If you're farming endgame levels, these are pretty much the guys you're going to be doing it on too, because they still give the most experience. Because they can block, they contribute significantly to the runtime of this video. The good part is that if you can time your bolt crashes correctly, his sword rushes can't actually do any damage to you because of the iframes. And in that mandatory chest is the Devil Medallion. We've always been ready to move forward, but now we have the items to actually accomplish it. Boing, boing. No, that takes care of that. And we're going to drop down this way to get something that's probably not all that useful, but, well, again, every little bit helps. Another one of these. Ah, there's the inventory. I knew you were around there somewhere. We've gotten all of the actual treasures we can find around here, so now it's just a straight-on bash. Until we reach the boss, that is. Which you've probably guessed by now, considering there's a process of elimination feature that all human beings with perception have. I wish the Dragon Claws affected resisting that slippery slime stuff. Guess I'm not that lucky. I was lucky enough to beat Zaba at the very last possible moment, but not lucky enough to avoid slipping and sliding around. This area is beyond the beginning, which is the stage version of the Ys Origin intro theme. There's only one point in this game where the actual intro theme plays within the game proper, but that's still a ways off. Which actually reminds me of something else I was thinking of. Given how far they were willing to go to remake Memories of Celceta, well, Ys 4 into Memories of Celceta, makes you wonder what they're going to do, if anything, for the inevitable next re-release of Ys 1 and 2. Because I'm not sure it'll be well received if they continue with the trend of putting party mechanics in games that were previously solo adventuring. If they applied it to Ys 1 and 2. Now we can go fight the next boss, but that would be a bad idea right now. So I'm gonna go back and gain that last level. The level cap is 60, but once again, the reality is you'll probably be around level 49 or so once you're ready to take on the end game. Okay, that's the level I wanted. That's the save point I wanted. That's the upgrade I wanted. In any case, I decided to get boost recovery because that's really what I'm going to need for both this coming boss and the final boss. Do you want to progress in the game? Yes, no. Oh, come on! Oh, he's one of those kinds of villains. Dot dot dot. I find your philosophy amusing and risible. Well, this is a problem. Okay, so Kishgal fights pretty much exactly the same way as he did when we fought him in the unwinnable fight earlier. However, now we have the tools to actually deal with everything he can throw at us, like the double jump and the flame sword. The charged Phoenix shot can actually hit him many, many times depending on where you're positioned and what he's doing, and so you can actually do quite substantial chunks of his health with a good, well-placed hit. You know, something like that is decent. Plus, the flame sword can actually destroy the icicles he leaves around the battlefield, meaning your mobility isn't nearly as restricted. However, you are going to have to rely on your shooting power because there's no real safe point to attack Kishgal hand-to-hand. In any case, he does have other tricks like that. And he creates a freezing zone which does continual damage if you stand in it. Oh yeah, he can also summon ice dragons. If you can actually manage it, cornering him with burst will do a ton of damage as well. However, I wouldn't count on it because he, once again, moves around quite a bit. So really, the best thing to do is just use burst at the last moment and hope you catch him or that he's stupid enough to charge into it. You know, like that. So shoot, keep your distance, use burst, and he's done. It's a Kishgal thing. We'll be seeing it again later. Yeah, Kishgal has been stripped of his mod powers. Don't sell yourself short. Yunica, pot, kettle, black. Well, he done. No you don't. Even if he was in a position to be friendly, Kishgal is still Sir Crazy. Gonna let you take in the scenery, but there are no normal enemies from here on out. Anyway, meet the game's last save point. Enjoy it while you can. Because next time on Origin, we will be fighting the final boss of Yunica's